Really good, actually. I told the team in the locker room after the game, I just feel like we've been practicing really well, and our preparation's been awesome. So, like, what happened today wasn't overly surprising. Obviously, there's things we got to clean up, but man, I felt like everybody was in the right spots, and then couple more executed plays, and that could have been even better. So I feel good.
I felt like you had pretty quick chemistry with Markin in that slot spot, eh?
Oh yeah. It's good to get a training camp with him. Last year he was just kind of thrust into a position where he was kind of playing everywhere, depending on what we needed for that week. But now you get a training camp with him. Now we're able to sit down and watch film together and just build in training camp. So Markin's made that catch, diving over the middle a handful of times in camp already. So that's just happening, because that's what we've been doing.
Does that just prove how smart he is too? That he
Yeah.
everybody else gave that he got up and ran into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's not college, right? So you got to be touched, and honestly, even if he was touched, he probably would have got up and sold it anyway, because he wants to score. But yeah, that was big. That was big for us, it got us a touchdown on our first drive, and man, that was definitely what we wanted.
After you're done playing in the first quarter, what are you looking for?
I'm just trying to support these other guys as best I can. That's the biggest thing, because we play BC in a couple weeks, and over the years I've learned what they're about, so I have a pretty good understanding of what they are and what they like to do. But so this is just an opportunity for me to just help some of these other guys out with their reps and talk to some of the young receivers that were rotating in and out. So for me, it's just kind of taking a step back, just being more of a coach with shoulder pads on, I guess, in that moment.
Dave has talked about wanting this team, compared to last year, where the starters didn't get as much playing time in preseason games, but he's like, we got to be ready for week one.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you are farther ahead than you were a year ago?
Absolutely, on a number of levels. Yeah, I mean, it just, like I said, I think our training camp's been great. I think that Dave's mentality of hey man, we're football players, so when we have a football game, you're going to go play, and I'm all for it. I mean, he could have kept me in there for 4 quarters. I would have been just fine with that. So I think it allows you to kind of flip your mindset to like, hey man, this matters. This is important. Everything we're doing right now is building towards something. Rather than just blowing it off as like, oh, this is just a preseason game. Who knows how many reps you're going to – like, no. Like, you're putting the helmet on, you're going to go play, and we're going to execute the best we can.